installing a sheer canopy above our cabin bed that's also going to have some ivy and fairy lights intertwined. And so I'm really excited to, unbox this really cute canopy, install it, and see how much it changes this ambiance in our cabin. Looking at your supplies, you have the fairy lights, which are battery operated. You have your cables, which you're going to tie at the corners. You have your hooks, which is how you're going to attach it to the ceiling. You also have your netting, and then you have your ivy. You also have some zip ties at which you'll be attaching it to those hooks. So let's see how long this takes to install. First thing I did was actually lay it out across the top of the bed. These are your hooks, and so you're going to want to find those along the seam so that you can kind of gauge where you want to put your hooks. So I've attached it to the ceiling. Now, because we're dealing with like a different type of ceiling than most, I had to kind of modify it based on our 2x6s. But as you can see, it completely surrounds the queen size bed. So obviously if you were putting this around a smaller bed, it would definitely give you more room along the sides, or you could even let it sway across the top a little bit more. And there's obviously lots of room on the bottom yet, so you do have just a little bit of hanging and touching the ground. So let's go get this ivy and the lights up. All done. So there were 9 strands of ivy, so I actually ran a strand on this side, a strand on this side, and a strand on the far side. I ran 2 down each seam on the sides. And then as far as the lights, I actually started here on the side that I sleep on, and I just ran them up to the peak, back down, back up, back down, and I was able to go to the far corners. So as far as the head of the bed, I do not have any ivy or lights, so the lights actually would not reach that far. And as you can see, I kind of just tied my sheer just to the head post, and I just kind of left that sheer hang down the back side. And then the lights do have a blinking option as well as this steady on option. And the ivy did run a little bit past the post, so you can kind of see that. This turned out so cute, and I can also see it being used as mosquito netting.